We can accuse each other. We can point fingers. The question is, who is actually better off? I'm a Northerner. I'm from Kano State. And I have been accused by colleagues and brothers in a very civil political discussion of dominating the polity, dominating the economy, and dominating the security. So I asked the question, if I dominate the polity, I have the president. Yes, I have the executive council and appointees that are constitutional, just like every other state. But what is my economic situation? And what is my security situation today? So the question is it working for me if I dominate somebody? It's not. The question is, look at all the indices of development. The North today is actually worse off. Security, education, prosperity, development, I don't know. What have you? The North is not very well positioned. In fact, other parts of the country that have been pushed off in opposition space have managed to organize themselves into a survival mode and come up with a credible economic and development model. So I will say to you that, look, I think this country needs to be reviewed, and I think need to be fairly and equitably structured. I've always advocated for what I call development federalism. Development federalism, in my view, is a consensus by the 6 regions and Abuja to create a development template over time and devolve power gradually to the regions and to the states. The truth of the matter is we all need to go back to our states. If all the states are working, the federation will be working, because development is not in isolation. Everywhere you go, it's either a local government or the state. So if you devolve power to the local government and to the states, and then create an economic investment template in the form of development federalism, which basically bring the potential of South-South to be an oil and gas hub in Africa, we will stop importing petroleum products. We will stop importing things that we should be exporting, and we will become net exporters of that product. The Southeast, we all know, are very ingenious people with technology, manufacturing, and trading. Please, let us invest heavily. Let us leverage on our resources to and raise the capital to invest heavily in manufacturing so that we don't import things from India. We don't import things from China. We import and we produce these things we need for agriculture and for our transportation and other industrial machinery in the East. It's doable. I've been to Newi. I've been to the industrial hub of Aba. I have seen what the East can do. We will be proud to say, made in Aba, produced in Aba, made in Nigeria. And we will all be proud citizens. And the economy of the East will be a net contributor to the center. The same thing with the Southwest. Southwest dominantly is a manufacturing and marine economy. Singapore is exactly like that. And therefore, if we develop the marine economy, the ports, and the manufacturing base of the Southwest, we will be net exporters of goods and services and service providers in marine. And therefore, the Southwest economy will become net contributor. If you take the 3 regions of the North, Central, East, and West, and you take the 3 countries of Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam, our economy is almost the same thing. So, and these countries are booming individually. If you invest today in these regions in agriculture, agro-processing, and organized market with the standards for export, standard for feeding Africa, we're even lucky that the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is in effect. We have the whole of African market to ourselves and the world. We will be one of the richest regional zones in Nigeria. Therefore, the North will now become net contributor to the center. And Abuja can maintain our sovereignty, can maintain our identity, can maintain our defense, can maintain our currency, and we raise the flag. Now I am saying honestly, the structure of this country is not working. I don't want to be accused even when I am suffering. I want my people to wake up and rise up and feel proud, just like every other Nigerian will feel proud when that sense of ownership is created. So the government of today should actually honestly review its position, and the National Assembly, as I said, with the political parties, both PDP and APC as the major parties and other parties, to sit down and say, how do we do this peacefully? We all love each other. We all are Nigerians. We all respect each other. At individual level, we all have friends across the whole country. And honestly, everybody wants to have a giant, functional, proud country called Nigeria in Africa. Not only Nigerians, the whole black are looking up to us to provide leadership. We are better up together, but we need to have a functional structure.
Well, the views that you've expressed, there's so many who they say resonates with them at the moment, just reading through several comments. But the thing is, if there are several other people up north who have views such as yours, then they ask natural questions. So why are you not speaking up? Are they actually talking to the presidency to understand that, look, this is what people hear, this is what people feel, this is what people think should go on if we need to pull together as one?
Well, I think, honestly, this is a process. This is an evolutionary process for us in the North. Decades back, if I sit down here and say to you that I want this country restructured, if I go back to Kano, I probably will be stoned or harassed. But I can tell you now that the reality of the country's structure is down on everybody, that it's not workable. And this is one of the factors that made us realize all of that.
So many Nigerians believe and are of the opinion that only a restructuring is the way out of this current mess Nigeria has found herself. So many people believe that and have shared that opinion in different ways, that unless we restructure Nigeria as a country, no way forward, that the current system has failed and will continue to fail. While others believe that separation is the best way to go. Now, among those that believe in restructuring, as a Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, he used to, I don't know if he still do now, because remember, his tribesman is the president. Because the man is over the time proving to be very tribalistic, which is really not good for someone of his reputation and pedigree. Now, on 7th of March 2021, Wole Soyinka said, and I quote, he said, it is madness sign to think that Nigeria will work without restructuring. Let me repeat that. Wole Soyinka, as at 2021, believed that it is a sign of madness on anyone who think that Nigeria will work without being restructured. So we now coincide, we now unite with those people that believe that restructuring is the way. But now let me ask you, Prof, when was the last time you told your tribesman this? Your countryman is the president now. Have you told him this? Because you made this comment in 2021 when Buhari was still the president. I think that was in his second term. So you were saying restructuring. Now that your tribesman is the president, have you told him to restructure the country? Or don't you think, or you think Nigeria no longer needs restructuring? Now let me take us back. The number 2 man of the country, Kashim Shettima, the vice president, on November 30th, 2017, he said a word publicly. Then he was still governor of Borno State. He was a critic of those in support of restructuring. He said, and I quote, he said, to hell with restructuring. That Nigeria doesn't need restructuring. That what Nigeria needs is good leadership. Okay. What if we are to agree with him as well? Nigeria have not been restructured, and the leadership, he said Nigeria need a good one. He is the second person in command in this country now. Are they offering that good leadership? The answer is no. Now, you would not allow, you will not support restructuring. You would not provide good leadership. Those that want to succeed, those that want to go, you are after them. What do you guys really want? This current Nigeria that is being trapped, you people are enjoying it and want it to remain this way. No, now, you are too few to be tormenting the vast majority. Yeah, we said before that the vast majority have been so dumb and docile in their way of thinking. The level of gullibility among the Nigerian populace is at your own advantage. But even at that, now not get conscience. Can't you guys just use your mind to say, we've dealt with these people enough, let's at least give them a working country? You people don't even believe in Nigeria. I thought that you've laid your treasury, you've had a better life outside this country. Most of you have better life and your families are out there. Then you program Nigeria to be a time bomb waiting to explode. And when it finally happens, you will all flee. What about people like us who are not get where to go? I feel sorry for us. I rest my...
Restructuring will not save Nigeria. For the simple fact that Nigeria's problem has never been about tribe. It's not even ever been about religion. Our main problem has and always will be about class. It is our ruling class that uses divide and conquer tactics to create tribalism and religious division that divides the masses and allows them to win power. And if we say tomorrow morning, okay, let's restructure Nigeria, let's decentralize Nigeria, make it into a confederation, that will not solve anything because the same ruling class will still have power and will use the exact same tactics in each region. If we restructure tomorrow and we now have Oduduwa, we have Biafra, we now have Aurora region, we have all these different places, the same ruling class will use the same divide and conquer tactics again to win power. They'll divide the Christians and Muslims of Yoruba land. They'll divide the Fulani and Hausa people of Northern region. They'll now go ahead and divide the Delta people from the Igbo people, the Ijo from the Tekiri. They'll just divide people and conquer us again. The ruling class will use the exact same tax that they use now in any decentralized place. We can divide Nigeria as much as we want. We can divide it into each individual tribe. We can even divide it into, let's say, the Jebu people or the Ndokwa people. Divide it as tiny as possible. They will still use that same divide and conquer tactic to win power and control the people. So that tells that the solution to our problem is not restructuring. It's not dividing ourselves along religious lines. It's not dividing ourselves along ethnic lines. The solution is to address the source of those divisions. And the source of those divisions is the ruling class. So what we need to do is look at Nigeria through a class lens and say the ruling class is doing this and that. So how do we deal with the ruling class? That's the next stage we need to focus on. Not restructuring. That's not the solution. We need to focus on a class analysis of Nigerian society and move forward for socialism and a class struggle.
Welcome back, my people. I think when I don't listen to what people they talk. The northern man will be saying investor for inside this video talk and say made a restructure Nigeria. Although he indirectly see that be waiting in talk. He get one part when he talk say okay, if he talk and say made a restructure this country, in people like if he go back to his state, in people feel stone and to buy now waiting talk like that part in the funny well like the part when he talk down in the funny. And the reason why it be so key, all these northern people and most of the rest of the northerners and the Yorubas. Now, though Yorubas when they talk, say, okay, made a restructure Nigeria before, like person like Wole Soyinka and the rest. Then they talk of this restructure of a team before when Buhari was ruling. Well, then they talk, well, now everybody don't keep quiet. And now understand, I know how this country did now. So if you are enjoying the country, nothing concerning now, so just the best. If another person don't start your own, then go on like use one thing or the other to bring the person that is not as if okay. We know they support within Wale Soyinka talk, but now we be so okay. It's supposed to talk that in mean you work because now your own person they in power now. Now we be saying your own person they in power now. If you talk that in now, in go work now. What you they talk now, making come out now. They talk that in when in the talk before. So made them restructure this country. Now no say okay. Some southern and the west and some southeastern the west now say okay. Ever since we say this country like is going as a nation. See they never benefit. They only benefit any better team from this country. That is why everybody now they agitate for all this restructuring. You know, saying this restructuring no come many part of this country could suffer. Like people like southerners and northern people them they share. But if you look at this man we talk when inside the first man that talk, he talk and say made the restructure it's not doing everything talk and some guys we talk in this video they talk and say made them no restructure Nigeria. So you already hear us now. What do you see about the thing we've seen they go on for this country called Nigeria? Maybe we restructure, maybe they make Nigeria be restructure or maybe like leave on the way it is now. So if you get to talk about this we've seen they go on now. If you have anything to say concerning this matter now, please make it drop on for inside comment section. And also if today's the first time here, please make it like our video, share and also subscribe. Thank you.